Yo, what's good everybody? Today I'm going to be doing a full labbing session. This is where I go through all the move lists of a certain character, today being Dragunov, and we see what Claudio's punishment is, or see if he has any option selects. So let's get straight into it. First up is Rage. Art is down 1+2. Like every other Rage, Art, normal Rage Art. Oh, we got the just straight away. It's -22. So you want to punish with 1+2 string because it'll always kill, and it's the easiest option. Is Rage Drive is. Oh my god, I'm so bad. This is a 1+2 and not a 2. It's a lot easier when I'm pressing 2. Let's do it from a distance. That is the normal part of it, which launches. Let's see what that is on block anyway. Oops. It's +5 on block. But what is the part that he does? It's down back 1+2. So he has an unbreakable tackle, which is that. I'm pretty sure you can't break it. I tried 1+2. I'll try 2 as well. You can't break it, you'd have to interrupt it. But then trying to interrupt, you could get hit by something. You could get hit by like a 15 frame mid or anything faster than that. So you need to be careful with that. 1-1-3 is a safe string at -9, but you can duck the second jab if you're ready for it. I recommend really trying to duck this and not let him get away with that string because it's a very good string. And obviously don't press it because you get hit. 1-2-1 is it 10 frames the one? Yeah, so it's a 10 frame counter hitting string. The whole thing's guaranteed if the first hit counter hits. So this is good for a counter hitting string, but it is -14. So back to or down forward 3-1. Now if you just want to go for damage with Starburst, forward 2-2. Okay, so 1-3 is his main 10 frame, that bit there. This jails, so you can't, what's it called? You can't duck the second hit. That's his main 10 frame string, so, and it's only +1 on hit or something. I think it's like +1 on hit. So you can't hit your guard to Dragunov's 10 frame, I guess. But this full string here is -12, so forward 2-2. Or he has one, okay, so there is another version of that, but that might come from his 10 hit string, which is okay, it's not letting me input the 3. Okay, I don't know what the hell's going on here. Let me that time, maybe I was doing it too quick. This leaves him at -3, but the last hit is a high. So you can duck and launch that. 2-1. 2-1 is a, what's it called as well, a 10 frame punish. But there's two options from it, a higher and a lower, as an extension. And this is the low. I don't know what the low is on blocks at 13. Oh, it's 12, so we get, whilst on him 1-1 anyway, but if you run for a low parry after that, and then a whilst on in 2 at the same time, you still can get your combo off it. Even if I press the 2, I can still get the combo off it. So it's either way, it's like an option select against that. Okay, so you can do 3-2 into the sway thing that he has, which is like a quarter circle forward input. But the 2 is a high. You need to really react to ducking that. Here's the options he has from 3-2. So he has the mid 3-2-1. Is it 3-2-1? Oh, sorry, it's 3-1, not 3-2. What am I trying? 3-1-2. So that's 3-1-2, which is -12. And this is the newer string that he got, a different extension. So the last hit's a high. But obviously to beat every option, you want to duck the second hit. 4-1, J. This was a really good move. 4-1 jails, and it's his 12th frame Punisher. On hit, it leaves him at +8, so it's very plus. And it's also a parry setup, so you can parry on block after it. There you go. Don't parry hop kick though. Well, does it parry legs? Yeah, it does as well. So you know, there's a parry setup, so you know, be careful what you challenge with after that. 4-3 is -12. I think it leaves you standing. Yeah, it leaves you standing. I think you'd probably use that as a floor break, I guess. Otherwise, I don't know why you'd use that. 4-4 is +3 on block. And leaves him in crouch. It goes in a crouching position. You can interrupt. I guess that's probably what the mix-up is from the one before, because you can interrupt this one. And you can step it left as well. 1+2 is his power crush, -14. So if you've got Starburst, you want to go for back 2. If not, you want to go for down forward 3-1. Or if you want Starburst, forward 2-2. Three +4 leaves you very plus. You don't get anything off that. Not that anything is guaranteed off that. I think you can get up and block that, so. There's a setup for this as well, but this is a counter hit launch with the second hit. I think it's natural, let me see. No, it's not natural. Maybe counter hit? Yeah, it's natural on counter hit. But there is a setup that you want to not fall for if possible. This is a setup, a common setup. Oh, I didn't get the quarter circle. Okay, it didn't come out. Maybe I need to be further away. See? Obviously that's a mid in it. But if you do a mid, you're alright. Actually, back 3 might not. Yeah. But back 1 should work. Oh, back 1 doesn't even work. Okay, so you need to be very careful on challenging this move. I know that's a setup, so you know, take away from that what you will. Forward 3. This is like his wall carry combo. So what you do in the wall carry is the forward 3 cancels. There is a follow-up from it instead of cancel it into the sway, which is a high. It's natural on counter hit. It's natural on normal hit, and it's a counter hit launcher on the second hit. But you want to duck that. And if you try duck that, you get hit by this, which is a counter hit. It's a counter hit thing, but if you just duck, it doesn't do anything. And in fact, it's your go after it. But it's -12. Forward 4-4-3. This is like one of his combos. The last hit's a high, but if you can, try to get used to ducking the second hit of this. But obviously duck the last hit if you can. The reason you want to do that is because there is a low extension. So if you're waiting for the last hit, you're going to get, from that string, you're going to get hit by the second hit of this. So the second hit's always a low or a high. So you want to buffer a low parry in there. Forward 1+2 is a 17 frame natural hitting launcher. It is a high though. Some good range on it as well. It does reach quite decent far. So obviously it's a safe launcher, it's a high. So you can duck it and launch. Obviously you'd have to have a read on that because you can't react to it. Down forward 1 is his mid poke. He has a 4 extension. This doesn't counter hit launch or anything like that. Counter hit screw. I believe. Yeah, so it's natural on counter hit. It's not natural on normal hit. So if you get hit by the first hit, you can duck the second hit. Down forward 2 is his 15 frame launcher. It's only -12. I think it's only -12 and not 13. So you want to punish that with forward 2-2. Down forward 3. I think it's the same with the counter hit launcher, yeah, and it's still, oh, so it's -6 if you snap from the cancel, it's -6. It's like a spike down move. Down 1, this is a neutral on block, but leaves you crouching and Dragunov standing. Doesn't track very well, so you can, if you're moving about, you'd avoid that. Down 2 is Dragunov's best low. Neutral on hit, so if he does 174, your jabs will beat it, but if he does down jab, or your down jab would beat anything he does basically, or you trade with his down jab. But -13 against Dragunov, you don't really want to be blocking low. You mainly want to be low parrying. That's it. Doesn't really have any launch punishable lows. He has like one. He has one launch punishable low. The rest are all like -12 to -13. Apart from his snake edge, but I'm not going to count that because you can react to that. But other than that, he's only got one launch punishable low. -11. Jab punishable. The low is, I don't know what the low is. Down 3 anyway. The low is -14, so you can full crouch punish that, but you wouldn't because of the extension. The second hit of this is a high, and the last hit's a high as well. I don't think you can duck the last hit. Hold on. No, the last hit jails. But you can stay ducking for the full string, but again, you don't really need to. It's launch punishable, it's -16. That string's mainly used after up forward 4. Yeah, there is down 4-4, so again, no mix up. The second hit of each string is always a high. This one's very slow, so you can easily see when that one's coming out. Down back 2-1-2 is -14, a counter hit launcher. It's counter hits on the second hit into a launcher, or the last hit. The reasons, right? So the whole string's -14, but if you don't think they're going to finish it, this is punishable at -10. So if they're not going to finish it, that's -10. But then you're risking getting counter hit launched by the third hit. So be careful on that. His snake edge is like any other snake edge, punishable. This is very easy to see, to be honest. I feel like his animations are a lot easier to react to than others. He can cancel it into a crouch grab. I believe he can break this. Can you break it? Yeah, you can. 1+2. Again, if you see it, just hop kick. Hop kick beats both options. You can even duck into whilst on in 2. If you see him about to cancel it, and just as he's about to grab you, you can do that. But if not, it's a 1+2 break. This has some evasiveness to it. I think is down forward 4 a good setup for this. Yeah, so if you challenge with jabs after this, I think it's down forward 4. It can evade your jabs. It is -13, so you can punish with this. If you try press in between, you get counter hit screwed. It's natural, doesn't counter hit launch, and it's natural on normal hit. That's the string into the snake edge. Is back to 1, but the second hit's a high, so if you can duck the second hit, because some people use back to 1 as a neutral poke, so you want to duck the second hit of that, and obviously you can block the snake edge if you forget to do that. Back 3 is a safe homing move. It doesn't do anything on counter hit. It's -9 on block and +11 on hit, so it's just a safe high tracking move. Back 4-2-1 is +1 on block, and the last hit being a high. It's natural if you press in between, or if you duck. I'll explain why you duck after, but if you duck the second hit there, the last hit's natural, so if you block the second hit, you want to duck the last hit and launch. You can also turn it into a grab. And this is the reason you duck the second hit, is because this is the move that wall splats people. It screws. It's good against the wall. It's a safe mid-wall splat. Obviously the second is a high, so that's why you duck the second hit. Back 1+2 is, the range isn't the best on it, I don't think. You'd have to come forward. You can just backdash out of it, like to do one and then do another. You can just backdash away from it. But it's +6. I think does it leave him crouching? No, it leaves you standing. Okay, so it's +6, so it's definitely Dragunov go after that. This is a parry, I think. Yeah, this is a parry. It is a high. So you need to make sure you duck that if you've got a read on that. It's unblockable, it's whatever. You need to be reacting to that no matter what. Up forward to, how fast does this come out? Okay, so this is apparently 20 frames, -5. On it, as it count it. On counter hit you get a, on counter hit you get a, what's it called? Launcher. On normal hit you just get like a +9 little hit. This is, you get a guaranteed shoulder there, so a quarter second forward 1+2 is guaranteed after that. It's a high and it's -9. Comes out at 15 frames, so you're never going to react to that. This is like his orbital. This is a launcher, so if you catch ducking, the hitbox on it is really weird, but you get a launcher out of that. Up forward 4 is good. It's what you get that down for whatever string it was. That's what that's guaranteed on after. It's safe on block. It tracks decently well. I have stepped it sometimes. It's a bit of a weird one. This grab is unbreakable. You have to duck this or jab him out of it. Best to jab him out of it, because if you duck you get nothing. Nothing's guaranteed. You could get up and block that if you wanted to. Forward 4-2 is unsafe. He gets a knockdown. Want to do the same on normal hit? Yeah, well, on normal hit you got. On normal hit you just back roll. On counter hit, I think you get something guaranteed. Yeah, you get something guaranteed on counter hit. But -12. So punishable. But you can cancel it into a throw, which is a 1+2 break. I believe it's definitely a 1+2 break. This leaves Dragunov at +3. It is a high and it is homing. Oh. So do with that what you will. I doubt you'd react to that, but still. His trooper roll leaves him at -1. I think it leaves him crouching, yeah. And leaves us standing. Quarter circle forward 1 is a safe high launcher. Good whiff punisher. It's very quick. It is a high, obviously, though. This is a launcher as well, a mid launcher, but -14. So if you've got starburst, do you want to punish with back 2 or punish with down forward 3-1, or if you want starburst, forward 2-2. Quarter circle forward 3 is his -6 on hit, so it's not Dragunov's go when this hits. You can take your go after this. It is -15 exactly, so this is his launch punishable low that he has, but you're not going to react to. You can low parry it, but it is launch punishable. Quarter circle forward 4 is the knee at -10. On hit, he gets this, and there's an extension as well, which I think I know it anyway. Yeah, there's an extension. You can break the extension though. Is it 2? Yeah, it's 2 to break it. I don't think 1 or 1+2 works. Nope. And 1+2 doesn't work either, I don't believe. No, so it's definitely a 2 break. The extension is a 2 break from the knee. Oh look, it shows you there. I could have done it anyway, I did it myself. Oh, so there's different ones. Okay, so there's a guess. Is it a guess? Let's try. What was the other one? 2, 4, 3, 1. Okay, I'll try the other one. I believe it's always a 2 break though. Oops, I need to let it hit me. I'll press 2. Okay, so this one's not a 2 break. What? Alright, so it's a 1 or 2. This one's the 2 break. Oh, that's good. So he's got a mix up from that. Okay. Quarter circle back 2 is the backswing load. This is launch punishable. Minus 15. So if you ever see a setup where they use that, you need to launch this. Running 2 is +6. Very good running 2. Counter hit launcher. I don't believe you can step down forward 1 after it anymore, so it's a very good one. Is that a normal hit pin? Yeah, so he has a running knee as well. Wall rising 1-2 is 12 frames. The second hit's a high, so you need to duck that. I don't think it counter hit launches. But it does counter hit launch. But you need to duck that. But then again, it's risky to duck because he has wall standing 1-3, which is also 12 frames, and this wall bounces. So you need to be very careful with that, but it is punishable at minus 13. Wall rising 2 is his 15 frame launcher at minus 12. Most of his launches are minus 12. That's kind of good, you know. Wall standing 3 is a wall bounce. This is a safe wall bounce as well, minus 9. Doesn't track that well, but still, safe wall bounce, can't complain. His shoulder, this got changed to minus 14, this used to be launch punishable. So this is a 12 frame at minus 14. So if you punish him back to that, or down forward 3-1, or forward 2-2 if you want starburst. Sidestep 2-3 is a mid-high. Sidestep 2 1+2 is a mid-high again, okay. So it's always a high after that. It's a bit of a weird one to punish, so. Oh, I wouldn't try. Yeah, I really wouldn't try that. Nah, that's difficult to punish that one. Okay, so we can take the same string but turn it into a tackle. Sidestep 3+4. Right, so that's where it rolls. And that's pretty much it. Dragunov is a very, very, very strong character. I believe it's one of Claudio's worst matchups because he's got a lot of pressure tools, like his running 2, his back 1+2, his down 1 with his down 2 mixed in. And I feel like he can really pressure Claudio when Claudio doesn't have like when Claudio plays, it's very hard to keep your goal all the time, you know, because you'll have to do something quite slow, which is interruptible. So I think Dragunov's very good against Claudio, and Dragunov's a very solid character in himself. Doesn't really have that many weaknesses, apart from he's got really only 1 low. So I wouldn't duck too much against him, and I wouldn't block low, and mainly low parry. He has a throw game and everything, so I think he's a very solid character. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed.